Few industries are as powerful as music, but what happens when one of the world's most aggressive investors makes a move to dominate it? Enter Bill Ackman, a billionaire known for bold, high-stakes bets. His latest target, Universal Music Group, the largest music company on the planet, and the price tag a staggering $64 billion. Ackman isn't your average investor. As the CEO of Pershing Square, he's built a reputation for making massive, calculated bets on companies he believes are undervalued. From fast food chains to tech giants, Ackman doesn't just invest, he influences. When he enters a deal, he often pushes for long-term growth, operational changes, and strategic expansion. So when he turns his attention to music, the world pays attention.
American billionaire Bill Ackman has made the 56 billion euros pitch for Universal Music Group, the home of artists like Taylor Swift and Drake. The activist investor is proposing a complex deal to merge Universal with a blank check company set up by himself. So why is he doing this? As a Universal investor, he's not happy with its performance on the markets and wants to change that. It could seem odd that Universal Music Group is based in Amsterdam when his CEO works from Los Angeles and the company's decision-making is very US-centered. Ackman would shift the company listing to New York, which is a goal he's had for a long time. But one man will be key to see if the deal can go through. It's French tycoon Vincent Bolloré. Bolloré and his family ultimately control companies that together hold about 28% of the stock. Ackman essentially says the group is not managed well and in full transparency, and that there is no clarity of what Bolloré is going to do with his stake. Ackman would change management and says his plan would generate 15 billion euros for the next 5 years for investment and acquisitions. Bolloré has so far remained a very discreet investor in Universal Music Group, and his own son, Cyril, has left the board last year. Now everyone wonders what he will say about Ackman's offer.
Universal Music Group isn't just a label, it's a global empire. It owns or represents artists like Drake, Taylor Swift, The Weeknd, and many more. With streaming dominating the industry, UMG earns billions through platforms like Spotify and Apple Music. For Ackman, this isn't just about music, it's about owning the pipelines of culture and revenue.
Listen, one of the biggest power plays in music history is going on right now. This billionaire hedge fund king Bill Ackman is making a power move that could shake the entire music industry. A $64 billion takeover of Universal Music Group. Let me break it all the way down. Bill Ackman is the founder of Pershing Square Capital Management, which happens to be a hedge fund titan known for making massive high-stakes bets on companies that he believes are undervalued. Now, this is a guy who doesn't just invest. He tries to influence, restructure, and scale companies into even bigger giants. Now, he already has a 10% ownership stake in Universal Music Group, and his firm has been aggressively buying up music catalogs, which means he understands the long-term value of intellectual property in this music space. Now, let's talk about Universal, who controls over 30% of the entire music business worldwide. They are hands down the biggest player in this music game, with artists like Taylor Swift, Drake, and The Weeknd under their umbrella. Now, even though Universal's the biggest music company out there, Bill Ackman sees that they have issues with their business, and he believes that he can fix the problems and grow the company.
Ackman's interest in UMG isn't random, it's strategic. His plan revolves around three ideas: long-term growth, stable revenue streams, and cultural influence equals financial power. But this move isn't without controversy. A $64 billion valuation raises eyebrows. Critics question, is the music industry overvalued? Can streaming growth sustain this price? What happens if artist independence increases? There's also competition. Tech giants and private equity firms are circulating the same space, making this a high-pressure race. If Ackman succeeds, this could reshape the entire industry. We could see more aggressive artist deals, bigger investments in global talent, expansion into new digital platforms. It could also mean tighter control over music distribution, something artists and fans may watch closely. This isn't just a business deal, it's a battle for ownership of sound, culture, and influence in the digital age. Bill Ackman isn't just buying into a company, he's betting on the future of how the world consumes music. And if he's right, this $64 billion move could go down as one of the smartest plays in entertainment history, because in today's world, controlling music isn't just power, it's everything. Please like, comment, and subscribe for more content. Until next time.
The music industry, as we know it, is about to change forever. Bill Ackman, one of the world's leading investors, is looking to invest close to $60 billion in order to buy out Universal Music Group. Universal is the record label behind people like Taylor Swift, Kendrick Lamar, pretty much every major artist you can think of. Open up your favorite Spotify or Apple Music playlist, and there's a good chance that a decent portion of those songs are coming out of Universal. And Universal's footprint goes way beyond just Hollywood or New York. It's the company that owns huge amounts of music distribution rights and represents foreign talents in places like Africa, the Middle East, Latin America, and more. Meaning this is a pretty international label. They don't call it one of the big three for nothing. And speaking of being international, Universal right now is listed in Amsterdam, and it's got shareholders in different parts of the world like China. But Ackman is hoping to switch things up. He's looking to bring the company to Wall Street, restructure its board, and make sure that American investors are firmly put in control. And it's also worth noting that Ackman's looking to make this a reality by selling off Universal's stake in Spotify. So it's not just the music that's being released that's being changed, but how we're streaming it as well. If this goes through, a major hedge fund billionaire could have huge amount of control over the music that you and I stream every day. What do you think about that? Let me know in the comments below. And follow for more content connecting emerging markets to global markets.